Uh-oh, here you go. Showtime. Whoa! Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. One opportunity coming up. And watch your head. Shot fake, step back. Bang. Another good shot. Guess who? Oh, stop it. Stop it. Hey, big time. And we are back. It is our final game here on the final day here in Daytona, and it's been a terrific event thus far. We've had games not only going on here in the main gym, but in the second gym as well. And shout out to all the organizers here for this one here at DME. We'll have some of them on as guests during this broadcast. But before we get to all of that, let's talk about this matchup. We got DME Academy here in Daytona, Florida, taking on Huntington Expressions Prep. DME has had a fabulous weekend as far as on the court, and they got a big win against the number 11 team in the country, and Legion Prep. They're ranked fourth themselves, but they are absolutely loaded. They're loaded and led by Gigi Battle, who's our reigning player of the year. She looked like it a night ago, and she continues to play at a high level. Then there's this newcomer, and she's a star. And I don't know if she realized she's a star yet, but Sarah Kiki is, I think, projected to be a #1 WNBA pick in 4 years from now. I absolutely believe she has a chance to be that. She's a 6'4" post player that can put it on the floor and do a lot of great things, defend at a high level, pass, shoot it. You name it, she checks every single box for me. They'll be the home team here in this one. We'll have 4 9-minute quarters, 24-second shot clock, and 6 personal fouls before disqualification. And I think they're going to coach themselves here in this ballgame.
They probably have that ability. They're coached so well.
Well, I know their second team is playing in the gym next door. And Panaggio, the dad, is going to tell his son, get over here. I guarantee it. All right, we got 4 9-minute quarters, 24-second shot clock, 6 personal fouls before disqualification.
You over here eating an orange while I just pounded
I brought you one, though.
cheesecake calzone. I'm going to be sluggish the rest of the day now because of that.
Oh, you're trying to get that fuel in and take that nap on the plane.
I did forget. I'm not supposed to talk about food on the on the broadcast, according to the chat.
What chat? Our chat?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Listen, it's close to Thanksgiving. If we want to talk about dressing and turkey and ham, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I know y'all at home smelling what's going on in the kitchen. We in the gym.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I got it. We need 6 kids vlog as well.
Yep, I'm going to do that at the end of the first quarter, and then
I get the Roberson interview.
That's why Kentucky probably going to lose today.
He's already prepared for you. Who they got today? I don't even pay attention no more. Yeah.
First possession. Man, that's 2 games in a row. They ain't won tip. What's going on here?
Say, yeah.
Hey, I have a conversation. So first possession to Huntington. And that'll be out of bounds, and we'll go back the other way.
I know, nobody's seen anything, but now with a few games of watching DME, that's something right there. And I know it wasn't a long play or anything like that, but Okiki's lateral quickness, the ability to step out on the perimeter, guards, that's something, again, that college coaches will just drool over as far as her ability and potential as a superstar potential, man. She's first bucket there was Ibaka.
Travel there.
And I think we saw last night, too, DME, I said it on the broadcast last night, they're so well built as far as a team, their balance and everything, and obviously with star, talent as well with Gigi and Okiki, but they can win in any way. You know, it's just we make football references all the time. If they've got to run the ball, control the game that way, they will. Except that they're so explosive, man, and so they're so talented. If it's an ugly game, I would say last night was somewhat of an ugly game for them.
Yeah.
And they win by 20.
Yep.
So they can win in any style of game.
First free throw's good. I see the University of Indiana is in the building to support Gigi. Yeah, she's committed to go there next season.
Well, Bloomington got them a really, really, really good player.
And they're probably telling Gigi, hey, holla at your teammates for us.
And just as good of a person. And, I mean,
great family.
Oh, my gosh. She's a coach's dream, man.
Mom mac and cheese is fire. Yeah, I'm talking about food again. That one's knocked away, but Huntington's going to keep possession here, and it's going to stay here. Last touch by DME. So you're going to have to help me with Jess' handwriting here.
I'm going to talk to Shane. We're going to try to make it work out.
Well, number 43 for Huntington Prep, Zokin. She was really good yesterday, especially from 3.
And that's going to be a block shot there for Okiki.
Once again, guarding on the perimeter. Good timing on the block right there. Didn't run into a shooter.
I'm just making sure Jess got that block shot
I
before.
would not have counted it, but I will. It should have been a shot clock violation. I'll count it.
Okiki.
Just this once.
Just this once. All right. Gigi knock it down. The corner 3 right there.
And Gigi's stroke has been really smooth this weekend as well. You can tell she is, which to no surprise, putting in the work, developing that jumper.
And we got a timeout call by Huntington, and it's going to be a full timeout. But let's just keep it right here for a second, man. Let's want to give Huntington Prep here a little bit of love. They got some young kids here, a ton of underclassmen, a few seniors. So we're just getting to know them. They do have – they're a young team, man. And it's one of those things, kind of welcome to the grind moment here for them.
Right. Yep. And that's the beauty of it, though, is that, that's your measuring stick. You play a team like DME who's top, they're ranked number 4 in the country. Like you said yesterday, I'd like to see the 3 teams that are ranked above them because, once again, they're such a great balanced team with talent and great coaching as well. But like you said, for Huntington Expression Prep, this is that measuring stick of, okay, where are we at? And also, kind of to that point, as far as for players for Huntington Prep, you're going up against top-tier talent.
Yep.
And so that allows you to,
measuring stick game for
yeah.
Here's Okiki. catching it right at the nail, and what are you going to do?
Once again, man, I don't think this is probably much of a bold prediction or anything, but we'll go ahead and put our name on it. Like, she's the top 1, 2, 3 pick, and we've said even the top pick in the draft whenever she's eligible.
And she hasn't done it in warm-up, and I know we can. We've seen highlights of it. Her dunk of basketball, that's shot clock violation.
Oh, they called a blocking foul. Yeah, that's M1. Oh, what?
So it's still continuation, right? If it's a shooting attempt, she shot it.
Said she had the ball in her hands when the shot clock went off.
So then it wouldn't be a foul then. That would be it can't be both.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of trying to process that in my head.
We're just going to move on. Next play.
Let's talk about turkey and dressing again.
That's right. One don't go with the other. Glove don't fit, man.
Yeah.
6:30 to go here in this first quarter. You mentioned Kike. What I was about to make is you see all these highlights of her dunking the basketball. I mean, really dunking it. She gets an assist there. You could tell she don't want that to be like the main storyline of her game at all. Like, she's not into just dunking, just to.
She's not like these silly boys and just attempt to dunk to miss it.
Yeah.
For a highlight.
Ibaka with the steal and a run out there. And I know Okiki and Battle get a lot of attention, but you got players like Ibaka, who's senior, man. She's got offered interest from Vandy and Penn State, things of that nature. But she's going to be one of those players we're talking about in a year or two having an impact at the next level too.
She's a dog, man. I mean, defensively, great rebounder as well, like really explosive rebounder.
Chi-Chi, say, give me that.
Very nice.
Tough reverse, yeah.
I don't want to butcher her last name. I'm going to give it a try. Eziani with that last bucket.
Face up here by Okiki. She'll give it back to Shakai as it's inside the GG battle of GG.
Yeah, and just in this matchup, Huntington is going to have no answer for their size, and even GG, she's going to have a big mismatch with whoever's guarding her. It's a tough matchup. Tough matchup for anybody, but if you don't have the size to match up with Okiki and Ibaka and GG, that's trouble.
So I want to give you guys something to look forward to, whether you want to or not. Small potato stuff, but over Thanksgiving break, I'm going to be putting out my top 10 impactful players on the men and women's side. If you're not following the Grind Session Prep Report Twitter page, I'll be doing that with a little video. I'll start with player number 10 and work all the way up to number 1 for those we've seen so far here on the Grind Session. Give you some around the table talk at Thanksgiving for sure. Just stifling defense here by DME, but they shoot right over the top. And this has been the offensive spark here. That's 5. Points for number 31. I don't want to butcher her last name. We'll make sure I get it right before saying it. Here's Okiki. Driving kick. And they answer back with a 3 of their own. Under 4 minutes to go here in this quarter. Another good look for 3. Yes. As hopefully I'm not butchered. Eziani. Easy does it. She's got 8 here, maybe 9 in this game. She's She's got 8, 9. All right, 9 of their 10. And Okiki gets a hand on that one, just using her length, and 2-on-1 here. First free throw's good. (22-10) our score. And 2-2. Hammer pass and plenty of time on the shot clock. Is at 10. Tough make there. Nayla, 5'9" junior, getting that bucket. 11-point game. Harris into the game here for DME, off on that 3, and we'll go back the other way. And Okiki, rim run, man. Great rim run there.
Yeah, and talking to other coaches, like even at the hotel, man, they just, opposing coaches.
About Okiki?
Yeah, what they say about her, and they pretty much agreed with us. Like, yeah, she's the #1 pick. Type of player, she's got that.
I had somebody
profile.
tell me they needed to see more, and I'm like, of what?
Yeah.
Like what?
No. And to that, my rebuttal was, if a college coach was in here and saw her playing, I don't
5
remember,
minutes of game.
I don't remember what game it was, but it
Yeah.
was within the like you said, first 5 minutes. That's all they need to see.
Right there.
She's a disciplined defender.
Yep.
A lot of times, shot blockers at a young age aren't very disciplined, but she is very disciplined defensively. And with her length and size, she'll be an elite shot blocker. Or, already is, but I'm saying at the next level and beyond. Great cut.
Tessa with a great hand there. It's Okiki. Uh-oh.
With the left.
Yes.
She's so comfortable with the left hand, too. That's when she at her size, when she can finish with either hand, man, it's really unstoppable. But to the point of how balanced and how great this DME team is, you've got girls like Gladio who take their defensive pride, man. There she is on the defensive rebound.
Okiki is beating everybody down the floor.
Yeah.
She's not cherry picking. She's running the floor. She's not cherry picking at all. I mean, it's a number. I'm telling you guys, it's a #1 pick. That's the number. Again, somebody said they wanted to see a little more, and I'm like, what more do you need to see? Like, it doesn't. I mean, sometimes the pick is that easy. It speaks for itself. Yes.
No, yeah, she's.
You know what it reminds me of? The way she runs the floor, Dembona.
Oh yeah.
That gazelle kind of got that long stride, and
Effortless, though. It's a little more effortless for her.
absolutely smooth.
Yep.
You know you're special in UConn, so
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Haley was talking about that was the best day of her life.
31-12 our score. Just 11 seconds to go here in this first quarter.
I'm over here looking up Anthony Roberson numbers versus Kentucky.
Why are you
Already.
torturing yourself like
Yeah.
that?
First game I looked at, 9 of 18 from the field for whatever many points.
Oh, my gosh. This guy want to torture himself right before Thanksgiving. By the way, he's going to be on as a guest, is why
Yes.
you're mentioning
Yes.
that at halftime.
Yes.
All right, we'll have that's the end of the first quarter. 31-12 is our score. We're going to have Dan Panagio on here in just a little bit. Yep, and owner of DME Academy, and his son coaching this girls team, and this has been a great event.
Michael story. We need a good Michael story.
That's right. So 31-12 is our score, and well, it's been a really good start here for DME, not only to this game but this weekend. And I'm here with the boss right now. Dan is here, Badagio. First of all, thank you guys so much for having us here. Great facility. It's been a well-run event. I know we've had games going on in both gyms, but I just wanted to get a little backstory from you about not only this academy that we're seeing on our screen right now, but these teams, these kids that you've had go through your program over the years, and how important to you and your family is it to be involved in this?
Well, we're a basketball family. My brother and I, who are co-owners of the academy, we grew up sons of a high school basketball coach who later became our college coach at a small school in upstate New York. So,
Gotcha. And I know you had some ties and some relationships, some NBA teams, and maybe had where Dan was telling me you worked as an assistant coach, things of that nature. To give me a little bit of that background story.
okay, I coached at every level, but when I was a minor league coach in the old Continental Basketball Association, I hired as one of my assistants a young guy who's coming out of his NBA career, and that was Maurice Cheeks.
Oh, wow.
And so Maurice and I became very close, and when Maurice finally got his opportunity, he only lasted with me a year, and then he went to Philly and was an assistant there for a number of years. He got his first opportunity as a head coach with the Trailblazers, and I was his first call because of our relationship, and that's how I got into the NBA. So I spent 4 years with Maurice in Portland, and then, of course, that thing ended, and I had to have a place to land, so I went with Tom Crean to Marquette University, was there a year, and then on to the Lakers under Phil Jackson for 4 years. And then from there to the Phoenix Suns, and then I started my overseas career as well in working for a young Yao Ming in, Shanghai, China. He was the new owner after he retired, and so I coached his team for 3 years.
And you mentioned Phil Jackson, so when I hear that words, I know championships are involved as well. So how many championship teams have you been involved of at NBA level and below?
Well, in the NBA too, and that was the 2009 and 2010 Laker teams. We had one really great 7-game series with Boston. That was we were fortunate to come out on top of that one. Home court advantage.
Is that the series where Paul Pierce does the whole rolling off in the wheelchair, then comes back later? You remember that series?
I don't remember the wheelchair, but my memory is so bad now. But Pierce was obviously a big factor in that series. But we had a young guy named, well, I guess I better call him Meta World Peace.
Yes, yes.
And he did a great job of guarding Pierce throughout that series, and I thought he was maybe a difference maker.
Let's talk about your son and these group of girls. I know Michael's done a great job. Gigi Battle's been in the program for a few years now. We've kind of got an opportunity, been blessed to watch her compete and be our player of the year last year. And then you see a kid like a Okiki that comes in who just seems to be a unicorn at her position. And how excited are you about this group and to see their hard work starting to come to fruition as they're off to a great start here in this season?
Well, you know, I never was involved I've done every level of basketball, but I've never done girls basketball. And so Michael took a program that didn't exist and built it from scratch, and that's not easy to do, particularly with girls, because I think Mama and Papa are a little bit less apt to send their kids away, their little girls away. Yeah. So this has been hard, been a real struggle building, but Michael's done a fantastic job, and he's really got things rolling now. And, you know, once you get momentum, it just seems to continue.
When you think DME Academy and Michael or your nephew are sitting down in the living room with a group of parents, or a group of parents come in and they're wanting to give them an opportunity beyond basketball, what's the life like here at DME Academy?
Well, we have so many international kids that it's a melting pot of the world. And I think the kids really enjoy that, meeting people and making friends from all over the planet. So that's a big part of and then the other thing is it has a lot of energy in the building, whether it be the academic rooms, whether it be in the gymnasiums or the weight room. There's just, or on the soccer field, there's just a lot of energy here that you maybe don't find in a regular public school.
And again, there's always that sacrifice too. When I tell people all the time, when you go prep, you kind of sacrifice some of those traditional high school things like prom and dances and things of that nature. But these kids work, and if you're a student, what's a typical day like for them? I talked to someone just the other day from another program that talked about how they worked out three times in a day, like the prolific preps of the world. They talked about how one of their classes were a shooting class and things of that nature. Talk about how you guys integrate the player development outside of just playing in the big-time games.
Okay, first I need to say this.
Yes,
okay,
please.
About the prom. We do have a prom.
And there we go.
And we have a homecoming dance. And these young ladies, as athletic as they look right now, they get dressed up in their high heels and their dresses, and they look like they're a completely different bunch. And they're knockouts. Some of these girls are really knockouts. So,
there you go.
So we do have a prom. And our whole approach is we're not going to, ignore academics. As a matter of fact, what we really strive for is excellence in the classroom, excellence on the court, and then hopefully, and sometimes this is a challenge because there's first time living away from home, excellence in their entire student life experience.
And talk about the prep life. You're obviously you've coached at many different levels. Your son's played at a different level. Your nephew played Division I. How much does prep basketball, this type of situation, these kids that play on the grind session, how do you see this league preparing kids for the next level, whether it's men or women's side?
Well, by the way, I've seen a lot of growth in the short time that we've been involved with the grind session here. I've seen a lot of growth here. I think the broadcasts are absolutely fantastic.
You have to be nice to me.
I'm not trying to blow smoke at you, but I think Dan has done a fantastic job, and I think he's really interested in more than just excellence on the court. I know he really loves what he sees, the product on the court. But I think he's interested in the total development of these guys. So when they go to the next level, they're a credit to their past, which is the grind session.
And so we get update on the score here, 40-16, as these teams do battle. And then talk about character and kids that you guys recruit or may talk to. And we talked about. We'll start with our reigning player of the year, Gigi. She just seems like a great kid on and off the court. Had a lot of chances to talk to her mom over the past couple seasons as well. I know mom is in the building here today. Talk about the relationship you guys have with these kids' parents and how you guys stay in communication, because it is a unique situation when these kids get an opportunity to be away from home and have to kind of live that college life a little bit early. Talk about what goes into that next line of communication you guys have with the parents.
Okay, the first part of your question was Gigi.
Yeah.
She is the sweetest young lady. She's an absolute monster on the court.
Turns that switch on, right?
She does, and she's driving to the hole and diving on the floor, and she gets beat up. That's the kind of game she plays. But off the court, she's as sweet as candy. And I probably shouldn't say this, but I think that she and Mikael Brown are might even be.
You can't do that. I did that last year, and I got the stare. I got a stare from Gigi, like, why are you asking me that right now? Look at that.
But you know what? When it's true, it's true, right?
That's right.
So, but that just shows you the versatility of the young lady. Both on and off the court, but I forgot the rest of your. I'm getting old, so I forgot
that's all right. And the rest of my part of the question was the character that you guys look in with players that you recruit as well, because it's not just talent, Sometimes people are looking for a certain type of character, personality. The parents play a factor in, and the kid that you want to be involved in the program.
Yeah, so we look for character and the right chemistry, not only between child and school, but also between parent and school. We've had parents that have not been the easiest to work with. They have to understand that we're here to give as much instruction and as much coaching as we can to all of the kids, because they all come here with a desire to get better. Now, whether you're the best player in the school or whether you're just somewhere down the line, we want to give you every opportunity to maximize your abilities. But as far as character, we don't take all, they're not all perfect characters, but our hope is that through working with us and through sport that we can help improve wherever they happen to be.
And you mentioned relationships earlier in the interview, and how these kids have an opportunity to develop relationships with different kids from all across the world. And I think about relationships not just only on the women's side, and I know we've been talking a lot about them since it's their event, but flipping to the men's side as well. You mentioned Mikkel, and how sweet was it to have that kid around last year? I know coming into the season we heard nothing but great things, and then watching him play, it was just a treat last year.
Well, you know what was really a treat? I'm kind of, as I get older, I do these things. I look at his family, all right? And he had a absolutely tight-knit family. His father, who pushed him a great deal, but loved him, and his brother and his sister, and his mother was one of our assistant volleyball coaches. So they had really a great family. And Mikkel, he's got the whole package. Obviously, we all know about his talents on the court, but he hits the open man.
Yep.
He bends his knees and plays defense. He can get to the hole. He can hit the shot, and he gets along with everybody out on the floor. So total package, and he's got nothing but lottery in front of him.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't disagree. I know what I have circled on my calendar for next summer is NBA Summer League in Vegas. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of grind session kids playing in NBA Summer League next season. And before I let you go, we got a little bit under 3 minutes to go here in this half. Flipping back to the women's side, I know you've been involved in the game for a long time. How excited are you about seeing the growth of the women's game, even with like the Caitlin Clarks, the Angel Reese, so on and so forth? It just seems like that part of basketball is growing at a rapid pace.
You know what? I never had been paying attention to it, but when I'm around these girls and I see the love that they have for the game and how much they enjoy playing and how much they enjoy each other, they should have all of the same opportunities. And by the way, I just want to say one thing. Caitlin Clark is good. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But in case Sarah Strong is the best basketball player I've ever seen.
There we go. Let the conversation begin.
That girl is a monster in all aspects of the game. Wait till she gets to the WNBA. She's gonna really turn heads.
Oh, nice. Well, anything that we need to cover before I let you go here in this one?
No, you guys are doing a great job, and you're promoting this grind session. And my hope is that we just keep refining this league, and more and more every year, and it becomes the absolute #1 high school basketball league in the country, if it's not there already.
That's right. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank
you. All right. Great conversation here with Dan Panaggio, and you see where the kids get it from. I'm sure he's still the best shooter in the house on Thanksgiving as well, as he says, oh, yeah, that's for sure. And listen, 43-29, 2:35 to go here, and this one, Huntington Prep hanging in there as best they can against the #4 team in the country. Ibaka inside. Sarah Okiki gets double teamed there, and the baseline out. Now, listen, I don't know if you caught part of that conversation, Colin.
I couldn't hear much. No.
But Dan Panaggio.
Ibaka. Jesse showing us
here.
Ibaka has just committed to Vanderbilt.
Nice. Congratulations to her. Yeah.
She must have told her.
Breaking news.
At half court when she ran by.
That's right.
That's how on top of things Jesse is.
That's right. Breaking news. Panaggio coached with Phil Jackson with the Lakers.
Really?
Got him a couple NBA championships. Coached in Portland with Mo Cheeks. That's where he got his first NBA coaching job. And he says he's still the best shooter in the house as well, by the way.
Well, he'd have a tough time with it's his nephew, Matt, right, on the DME. He'd have a tough time guarding him. Matt's about, 6'5", 6'6".
He old school, man. He's going to be throwing elbows. He from a different era. And GG continues just to dominate this weekend. Or this week, I should say.
Yeah. We're conditioned for the weekend, no doubt about it.
Absolutely. Point game. .92 seconds left here in this half. .121 to go here in this one. Coming up at halftime, you'll be having an interview here. Talk to me. Who you got?
Yeah, Anthony Roberson, former professional basketball player and former Florida Gator.
No, they call him the UK killer.
Yeah.
The assassin.
I tried to find his stats against UK alone. First game I looked at, he was over 20, so I just quit looking after that. Give myself PTSD over here.
Oh, man. Good close out there on Okiki defensively there for Huntington. And again, Ibaka, it's just fun enough she's committed to Vanderbilt, man. So congratulations to that young lady.
No doubt. That's awesome. That's great. And she deserves it, man. She is a great player. We talk about her a lot. You know, she's obviously Battle and Okiki. They get a lot of the, the accolades or the attention. But man, Ibaka, she is an explosive player. I use that word because of what we've seen from her. She goes in high points, rebounds, up at the backboard. At the bottom of the backboard, she has that type of leaping ability.
This Huntington Expressions team, this is a solid team, man. Have some pieces as well. I'm looking forward to see how they continue to compete as the season goes on. Man.
There you see the different kind of leaping ability for Okiki too, as well, man. She can really get up there. Athleticism just jumps off the page.
So I'll do it for the first half, 49-29. We're going to let you do your thing over here, Coach.
Got you. Maybe we'll do it in the third quarter. I don't know what their halftime plans are here. That way we can just talk while the game's going on.
There we go. All right. We'll do that. We'll be back with more action. This is the Grind Session.
When somebody asks, what is the Grind Session? It's everything. It's why we get up. It's why we travel. It's why we work out when we don't want to. That's what the Grind Session is all about. And if you're a player that feel like you're at that high level, the grind is about you. We want to challenge every player, every coach to be the best that they could possibly be. That's why we grind.
Welcome to the grind session, the ultimate proving ground for tomorrow's stars. In a world where talent meets opportunity, the grind session stands as the first elite winter high school basketball scholastic league where the brightest young athletes, both boys and girls, showcase their skills against the best of the best. Here, we set the stage for rising stars to transform into household names, igniting dreams of NBA greatness.
This area of Western Kentucky is where it all started, the history of the grind session. Let's think about it. Over 2,000 players going Division I. At the start of this NBA season, we had 61 players who were alumni of the grind session on the NBA roster. A few #1 draft picks.
With the first pick in the 2022 NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero from Duke University.
And maybe we have the future #1 draft pick at 2026. If you don't know about the grind session, get to know us, because we're not going anywhere. We're here to stay. It's the grind.
The grind session was born from a vision by Dan Hudson and Scott Waldrop in Western Kentucky, who saw a void in high school basketball. They recognized the need for a platform where elite talent could compete, where 4- and 5-star athletes could challenge one another, and where undiscovered 3-star athletes could prove they belong. And so, the grind session was created, a groundbreaking platform that live streams games, allowing college and pro scouts to connect with elite high school players from anywhere in the world. No longer do scouts have to travel extensively. Now they can watch the future stars of basketball unfold right before their eyes.
Playing on the grind session is competitive. It's my first season playing on the grind session. Every game is a good game. It's talent. Every team got talent. So you just gotta, you gotta bring every game.
Banchero fakes the three, steps back and fires the three. It's good.
The grind session is probably, one of the best tournaments and to have the best events in the country. The one thing I would say is the atmosphere, and the competitiveness. You can sense that out as soon as you walk in the gym. I just love that type of atmosphere. Anytime you can have that much talent in one gym, going against each other every night and competitive, is just remarkable.
With a collegiate-style travel schedule and the intensity of high-stakes competition, the grind session feels like a training camp for those who aspire to greatness. We are dedicated to thriving in the spotlight, but the journey to success is never easy for a young athlete. At the grind session, we're committed to guiding them through every challenge. From navigating the recruitment process to character development, we empower our athletes to safeguard their brand and manage their finances effectively. Our reach extends far beyond the court, capturing the attention of teams, leagues, fans, and agents across the globe.
The grind session is the best league in the country, and it's that for a couple of reasons. There's talent across the board. There's great coaches and historic programs. The amount of NBA players, the amount of McDonald's All-Americans that have come from this league is second to none. And then it's innovative, right? The rules, the game day experience, the places that we travel to play at, and just the mental and physical test for being in the grind session, right? It is a grind. The places that you travel to, the level of competition, the physicality on a day-to-day basis is a different level for this level of high school basketball.
For the next game, and he certainly was there. Oh, Dillingham counted and put him on the line.
MVP.
Murray, two-point shot. That's good. For Jamal Murray, what a shot. Put it up, step back, three-pointer. It's good. Jamal Murray from way downtown. Up above the rim. Obvious lead pass. D.A. the two-hand jab.
Our league is a mosaic of talent. From November to April, our teams travel across some of the world's most unique cities and countries, competing in over 400 action-packed games, fostering the next generation of basketball stars. With captivating stories and engaging posts, we connect with millions of followers, inspiring them with every dribble, every shot, every victory.
We put on the grind session, the toughest competition every night.
For the last 12 years, the grind session has opened doors and paved the way for countless athletes. We continue to evolve, bridging the gap in international high school basketball, and we're gearing up to kick off the 2025-26 season in Kingston, Jamaica, from October 31st to November 2nd, 2025.
Preseason talk, everybody loading up, everybody dogs. It's time to come out and play. Yeah, man, it's the grind session.
All right, welcome you back to the grind session. About to start the third quarter here for DME versus Huntington Prep. And I will be joined by Mr. Anthony Roberson, a former arch nemesis of mine, being a Kentucky fan. How you doing, Mr. Roberson? Got you. There you are. You're on now, Anthony. So, man, just of course, Dan and I, we joke a lot, and Dan knows my Kentucky fandom. So he picks at me when you walk around and be like, yeah, this guy used to give you nightmares. And, yeah, he's right. But welcome you here on the grind session, man. I did a little research. Obviously played at Florida from 2002 to 2005, SEC Rookie of the Year. And you always seem to give Kentucky fits back in the day, at least from my recollection. Talk about just, a little bit of your career, your college career, and what that was like, just as far as, maybe the differences from then until now, how you're seeing it now on the women's circuit as far as recruiting and just preparation, whatever it may be, and just talk about your experience.
Oh, yeah, coming here to Florida, I was very, lucky to be able to play for Billy Donovan, somebody that was a point guard himself that played the position. That was a leader, a developer. So it was big coming here from Michigan.
Right. Saginaw,
Michigan, coming to Florida and being able to play and playing a lot of big games and playing on the big stage. And like you said, a lot of good battles against Kentucky and Rupp Arena.
Oh, yeah.
And some at home. And through them years, I played the Gerald Fitches, the Keith Bogans,
right,
the Rondos, some great players there. And every time we played them, it was a battle and a game that I always marked on the schedule because it was Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
And y'all fan base over there is unbelievable. I
mean, bunch of idiots like me,
loud and I can always remember coming out the locker room. The fans were so close where they can touch you almost,
right.
Be yelling in your face.
Heckle you.
Yeah, heckling you. it was an atmosphere that I loved, though. I loved the atmosphere at Kentucky, a lot of battles, and, going to war with my guys like Torrey and Joe Kim, Al Horford, Matt Wash.
Corey Brewer.
You
caught them, they were freshmen or sophomore?
They was freshmen my junior year.
Yeah.
Yep. So
obviously a team that later on went to win back-to-back titles.
Yep.
2006 and 7 at Florida. College average, I even got your college averages here, 15 a game for your career.
Yep.
40% three-point shooter.
Yep.
And that's what I remember most, man. Dude just would never miss against Kentucky. And I'm like, man, put a hand up on this dude, man. This is a Dan Hudson question here. What defender, and it could have been anybody in college at that time, or maybe specifically Kentucky, did you kind of light up when you'd see, like, all right, man, I'm about to cook this dude, or I'm not trying to throw any Kentucky players under the bus, but,
I mean, mostly when we played Kentucky, I knew every game they was going to play us hard. And I think my biggest matchup that I really looked forward to was Rondo. He was the guy that I looked forward to playing against when I was there. And I think one of our biggest matchups when we played in Rupp Arena, I think it was my junior year. But it was a matchup that I always looked forward to because I know he was long. He going to play hard. He going to pick you up 94 feet.
He was different.
He was different, though.
He came in 04-05, I believe. That was Tubby's pretty much best recruiting class. Him, Randolph Morris, Joe Crawford.
Yeah.
But also, and to get back to Saginaw, my dad's from Allen Park.
Okay.
Allen Park, Michigan. I don't know how close that is, but, guys, some pros that were from Saginaw, Draymond Green, Jason Richardson, of course, and his son Jackson Richardson plays on the grind session this year for Southeastern Prep. Darvin Ham shattered a backboard back in the day at Texas Tech. And Kenyon Martin, is that right? Was he
born in Saginaw but raised in Dallas?
Got you.
Born in Saginaw.
When I saw Kenyon Martin, I didn't necessarily recall that.
But his dad went to my high school. His dad was a legend at my high school, and before I got there, and he had records that stood for a long time at my high school, and I broke a lot of them. But his dad was, his dad went to my high school, and Draymond, same high school, and Jason Richardson was from Saginaw, but we went to rival high schools.
Okay.
We went to a high school across the bridge, across the town, and it was our rival, and I played against him my freshman year. He was a senior in high school, so. Yeah, we got a nice, line of names there on the basketball side that came from Saginaw. And small city, probably 90,000, but a lot of basketball have been there, and over the years we have produced a lot of good talent from Saginaw for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. How close is I know Floyd was from Grand Rapids, I believe that's right. How
that's
close
like 2 hours.
Okay.
Like 2 hours. Yeah, Floyd from Grand Rapids. Floyd, 2 hours.
I'm a big boxing fan as well, so I used to love Floyd. And then, not only, of course, you went on to have a long professional career as well. Started out in the NBA with the Grizzlies. Played, jumped around a little bit with the Warriors, the Knicks, and the Bulls.
Yeah.
And then overseas as well. Talk about that as far as playing overseas. I've never kind of gotten that perspective as far as from an American, playing overseas and the challenges and maybe language barriers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just talk about your professional career as well.
From starting to play the game at the age of 5, and the NBA always been a dream, and seeming like a dream so far away. But even to get that chance to be able to put an NBA jersey on, be in the NBA locker room, play with some great players. My rookie year, I played with Eddie Jones, Damon Stoudemire, Gasol,
Mighty Mouse.
Being able to be in the same locker room with them guys and play. Also played with the Bulls with Derrick Rose. Was able to reunite with Joe Kim. So these experiences was unbelievable experiences I'll never forget because, like I said, from age 5, I had a dream to play in that that lead and be able to compete in that lead, and I was able to accomplish that dream. So that's something I'll never forget. And my first 3 or 4 years was able to be there and learn and have great coaches, Don Nelson, Mike Patello, Mike D'Antoni. These is coaches that I was able to be around every day.
That was coaches that was looking for a three-point shooter.
Yeah, for sure. Coaches that liked to play fast and to play the small ball, and a little before the time is now. They was bringing it to the game, and now that's all they playing now. You're shooting so many threes a game. Now the game have changed completely. But it was an experience I'll never forget, and being able to play in the playoffs and them things right there is big for me. And then leaving there, like you said, going to play overseas 11 years and a different game. Where overseas, every possession is important.
Yeah.
Every possession counts.
And explain the differences there. I mean, I think the narrative anyway is, overseas is more sets and more offensive design and things like that. What were the differences, from NBA to overseas as far as how it affected your game?
I think being a shooter was very big.
Yeah.
I think that's a skill that you got to have going overseas. And like I said, I think every possession overseas is just more important than it is when you play in the NBA. Not saying the possession in the NBA are not important, but on every possession, it's a lot because you don't have as many. And overseas also, I think you practice more, play less.
Right.
You practice more, play less. I think that's their mentality over there where, you won't. Only in the NBA, I think you do 2-a-days, 1 week. That's preseason.
Right.
Overseas, you're doing it all throughout the year.
Right. And I mean, you just finished up your professional career, 2022. Is that correct?
No, 2020.
Okay, 2020.
Yeah,
okay, well, Wikipedia is giving you some years then. Got you some extra cash there from Wikipedia.
Right. 2020 was my last season playing. So a 15-year career.
That's awesome.
So I'm very grateful for that and the experiences and the lessons I learned and the players I got to play with and where I got to travel. Playing in Paris a couple years, playing in Greece, playing in Italy.
We went to Italy that was our first event this year. Matter of fact, we were in Sano del Grappa, Italy. It was a great experience. I lost about 8 pounds going over there. I couldn't find the food. I couldn't find the pasta.
I know the food was good, man. I love Italy. I was in a city called Brindisi, but I loved Italy, man. Italy was good to me, and like you said, the food was good. The culture I liked. The players I played with, and it was different than the NBA. It was some learning things I had to learn as I went over there. The culture, the game. And them different things, but I got to take my hat up to my coaches I had before I got over there to really, teach me the game and learning how to adapt to whatever culture, whatever situation. So that was big for me. So overseas was really good to me, and I enjoyed every year over there. And I think playing overseas was a lot of more challenges than playing in the NBA. I think when you go overseas as an American, they look at you as you got to produce every night.
Right.
You the guy. You got to be able to produce every night. It's going to be some good days. It's going to be some bad days. But I liked the pressure. I was used to it. Coming in every game and knowing that, you win, you might take the most. You win, you might get all the praise. But you lose, you're going to take the most part of the blame.
Right.
And I didn't mind that at all. So it was good.
Now let's go full circle. Let's talk about your coaching career now here, assistant coach here at DME on the girls' side. Loaded roster, man. I mean, the grind session is really being innovative in starting the girls' side of prep basketball, and it really feels like that's where we're headed as far as the high-level prospects. It's almost like you're going to have to start playing prep basketball to prepare. Now, it's prep. Obviously, that means you're preparing yourself for college, and that's exactly what these girls are doing, playing against the highest level of competition, night in, night out. And you've got a top 5 team in the country right here at DME. Just talk about this roster or your experience now coaching on the girls' side and how we got here.
Oh, it's big. And I love these girls. You with them every day. You grow a relationship with them. They grow on you every day, learning how, teaching them the game and different things like that. But this is my 3rd year at DME, and it's probably our best team we done had.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. We very deep. A lot of talented girls, and we excited. We excited about this year. Like I said, we got a top 5 team, and a lot of girls that's gonna be able to play at the next level, at a high level, at the next level. But the prep game is where it's at. I think on the boys and the girls side, I think the girls game is growing so much every year, and we take it serious, and we try to develop our girls. And the thing we lay our hats on here is making sure our girls prepared when they go to college.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. And I preach them every day, continue to work on your habits, continue to, grow and get better every day. And, that's big for us here. And I'm excited about the season we going to have this year and what we have in front of us, where we at so far right now. So it's big.
And not only do you play against the best competition every night, but, think about the travel side the having to do your homework on the road and things like that. I think that's also that's half of preparing for college, is preparing for that life of knowing that you're going to have to travel across the country, maybe sometimes out of the country, and things like that. And I think that's one of the biggest developments on the girls' side as well, is just that, like I said, the travel stuff, the mental toughness that you got to have to stay on point and to not, I'm tired because of the flight, that kind of stuff, as far as just sticking to the game, working on your game, like you said.
Yep, the preparation. Like you said, the preparation. The grind session has been good for us. I'm happy Dan let us, be part of this grind session. And the grind session, like I said, every night is competitive. You got some of the top girls in the country that's playing. We travel different places, and we big on that, the preparation, and just teaching our girls how to know the girls, who you playing against, their tendencies, what they do well, what they don't do well.
Film study, things like that.
Yeah, we take it serious. And things they got to prepare for when they get to college. Next year, Gigi will be at Indiana, Shakai will be at Penn State. These kids is going to be going into a Big Ten where it's going to be serious. They got to know how to, read a scouting report, know who you guard, what she do well, what she don't do well. Them is things we try to get our kids prepared for here, so when they walk in school, it's not unfamiliar to them. That they used to this, and they heard it from us, and that's big for us. Like I said, I played at the highest level. Billy was very, very high on that, and just experiences I can take and give to them because I've been through it. I know how serious it's going to be that preseason when you get to college. I know how serious it's going to be to trying to get playing time. And as you come in as a freshman, you're already behind the 8 ball because you're a freshman.
Right.
So you need to be prepared, at least terminology-wise, a little bit, or know how to do different things on the floor. And we try to prepare our kids every day, every day for that. And they catching on quick. They very coachable. Most of our kids we bring here is very coachable. And like I said, I love the grind session environment y'all put us in. No matter what we was playing at. We was in Miami a couple weeks ago. It was a good environment. So I think the grind session girls side is growing, man. Every year it has been better and better.
Yep.
And I'm excited about that too.
We're about to close here on the third quarter, man. I appreciate you coming by. It's been good getting to meet you and watching your all's team, man. It's a pleasure, man, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, that was good stuff, man, from Anthony Roberson. As we close here on the third quarter, DME leads 80-31, and we'll be right back here on the grind session for the fourth. We're back here on the grind session, start of the fourth quarter. DME currently on a 37-2 run to extend the lead. They're up 49 right now. But, I mean, they're just a loaded roster, man. It's one of the top teams in the country. And, I mean, these games are going to happen, no doubt about it. That's Gladio. She drives to the basket, loses it, back out. Open three there for Trinity Boone, off the mark. And now Huntington Expression Prep on the run. They kick out for three. It's no good. That was Daly on the previous 3. It's Tamani Harris. Love this girl's game. You see the quickness right there. She's a high-level player, man. Just another piece to this loaded roster. She comes off the bench. But, I mean, she would start. I'm telling you right now, she'd start for every other team in the country. And that is what I love about Gladio, man. She is a lockdown defender. She does all the little things right as she gets that defensive rebound and starts the break here to Boone. Boone getting things sorted out in the offense. Harris will drive baseline, hammer pass to Gladio. She's short on the 3, and Harris chases down the offensive rebound. This is Boone again, behind her back. 3 from the left wing is no good. Another offensive rebound. That time Lori Brown, junior from the Cayman Islands. She sets a screen for Boone. Boone, she's going to back it out. May have to throw up another shot. They get it back down to Lori Brown, and she puts it in off the glass right at the shot clock buzzer. 84-31, 7:15 to play.
Up on switches.
Zakin, she knocks down a 3 from the top of the key, deep 3. That was an NBA range 3 there for Zakin. We've seen her shooting ability this weekend. She's been really good from 3. Gladio now to Harris. She thought about the 3, drives to her right, high pickup and lays it in. Tamani Harris, remember the name. She may get overshadowed a little bit on this team, but man.
This looks like a Florida-Kentucky game. My bad.
Oh, man, Anthony, that was good stuff, man. He's really, really good information and talked about his pro career and then full circle here to coaching here at DME. I mean, he just got done with his professional career in 2020. So, I mean, not long ago, obviously, right after, or probably right around COVID. Wikipedia had him playing professionally till 2022. I said, they made you some more money there.
Somebody owes you a check.
Yeah. Nah, I do, man. First time I saw him, I'm like, man, that face looks familiar.
Yeah, nightmares about him.
Recognized it was him, and man, every Kentucky fan, at least that's my age anyway, they remember the name Anthony Roberson. 40% career three-point shooter.
He still got that clip.
Yep.
$86-34. Hammer pass, good one. It's a good look. Really good execution there.
There you go. If I remember correctly, okay, Nelson's a freshman. I was almost thinking she was an 8th grader. Kylie Nelson with that last 3.
Sophie.
Hey.
Or Tessa. Said Sophie, but Tessa.
Does anybody play harder than her?
No.
I mean, she is pedal to the metal every single play, and you got to love that.
Good, one more. It's good basketball, man.
Yep.
I cannot wait to see a matchup between DME and Royal Crown.
Oh, I know. I mean, they would rank, in my opinion, maybe the best girls team I've maybe ever seen at the high school level. Now, we've had some teams that it would definitely be a toss-up.
Yep.
You know, the BFL team with
Mia Samuels and Julia Walker.
Yes, I mean, they were outstanding. Fort Erie's had some really good girls teams.
Sarah Parchment.
Yes.
Corey Erie getting a lot of minutes at University of Illinois as a freshman.
Yep. I remember her, man. I really loved her game as well. Probably about 6'2".
Mm-hmm. To really shoot it, put it on the floor at her size. That's going to be 8 seconds. So, okay, I had a question for Jess. Now she got me really excited. Sanaya Hall is right now ranked the #1 player in the country, and we will have them in our Ohio event this season. And is DME at that one? Do we get a Sarah Okiki? Yeah, we got to make that happen. Man, we got to make that happen because Sarah Okiki's #1 in my book. Now, I think she's going to prove me right. I'm batting 1,000 right now with Jess and her reactions and aftermaths to my. Okay, all right.
Boone that time with another 3. Junior from Edmond, Oklahoma. I'll tell you another thing I like about DME as well, and I guess you could say it for both teams, considering looking up at the scoreboard. Even though they're up, whatever they're up, I'm not going to put the number out there. They're still playing without fouling. You know, rather than we're up 50, so let's get sloppy. Actually, they're up. Yeah, close.
Up 52.
Yep.
$89-38. $2:25 left to go here in this one again. I know we've given a lot of love to DME, but I want to give some love to our staff as well, man. Everybody's making sacrifices on the road this year and sacrificing some family time. And I know a lot of us would like to be home, but we're enjoying ourselves being here for these kids and these programs. So shout out to Chris and his family. I know they stay on the road. They're traveling. Demands are a little bit tougher than you and I, if I'm being honest. Right. And they do a phenomenal job as always. So shout out to Dan, Scott, all of our staff, Brian, Shane, and whoever else I'm forgetting, CJ,
Jesse,
Rick, Jesse. Hope you guys all have a great Thanksgiving. X,
yes, sir.
Diamond, and the crew. A lot of people behind the scenes to make this engine go. She's a baller, man.
Yes, she is. It's like I said, man, nobody plays harder than Tessa Gladio.
All right. Well, coming up, we'll have an interview with the player of the game. It's going to be 20. Just about said it's going to be a shot clock violation, but it'll be a turnover before that. What we got for player of the game? Well, we'll start taking a look at that coming up here in just a little bit.
Let's see here. Well, my stats are not updated, so.
I know Tiny was cooking earlier, but.
Yeah, we'll have to let Jess decide this one. I can't get the stats to pull up. Look at Gladio.
Listen,
another three.
I kept saying Tiny. You know who Tiny is? That's T.I.'s wife.
Yeah.
Tiny Harris. Oh, my gosh.
Samani Harris.
Harris
would tear her up on the court.
That's
I
right.
promise you that. Uh-oh. Get up.
Feet got tangled up there a little bit. Oh, they're reffing the score right now. That's what this is. All right, we'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up here in just a little bit. GG. That's going to do it. 94-38 is going to be the final. Folks, happy Thanksgiving. This is the grind session. All right, I'm here with the player of the game, GG. You guys had a really good performance. It's been a really good weekend. I need you to do me a favor and tell Mikhail to stop balling on Kentucky like that.
No, he's going to keep balling. He's going to keep.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to your teammates. I know, listen, you guys are having a lot of fun. Virginia Slim, your people's always on the live, like turning you up, so on and so forth. How much are you having fun playing with these two?
I'm having so much fun. I love playing with these two. Our chemistry is very good, and we hang out like outside of basketball.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Who's the class clown right now?
No. It's definitely somebody. It's definitely.
All right, Zakai, listen, I know you've been playing on the grind session here for a couple years, and talk about how much you feel like your game has grown. I know you've gotten your commitment out of the way, gets to focus on your senior year. How important was it for you to get that done?
For me, it was very important. It took a lot of stress off for my senior year. Now just the focus is winning a national championship, and that's what we're trying to do every day. And with the grind session, it helps us a lot with the competition, you know, very good teams, you know, just helps us build habits and things like that. So, yeah.
All right, talk about some of the things you guys like to do off the court together. What's your favorite team activity? What do you think?
Eat.
Gigi said her mom's mac and cheese is fire, though. Yeah.
Bring some here.
We're going to Tamani's house.
Oh, I know they got
There we go. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thank you for tuning in all week. DME has been hosting a great event here in Daytona. We will see you soon. This is the Grind Session.